AI has allowed me to go from 0 to 10 million within 2 years without any tech skills, without a high school degree. Have you ever looked at your life and thought, man, I am so far away from where I want to be? And you might be thinking, life's easy for you, you've always been living like this, but that is far from the truth. I was raised in the northeast of England. I went to one of the worst schools in the northeast, actually voted the worst behaved school in the northeast of England. And I was from a very working class family, and I didn't even go to college, right? I still don't have a degree. I started working in a factory at 16 years old. I'm a single child because my dad was so scared about money, he didn't want to have more children in case he couldn't provide from them. And it's only within the last 2 years where I've actually become and felt financially free. I no longer have fear of financial insecurity, right? I have money in the bank and I have confidence that I can make more money in the future, even if I was to lose it all. I want to share with you the living proof of how you can completely change your life just like I did. The problem that I had coming from a small town was small town mentality. The richest person I knew growing up was making $40,000 per year, and he had he was a middle manager at a small construction company, but he had a private registration plate, so we thought that was super cool. And my dad and my mum, they really cared for me, but they were just used to working a normal job, normal life. And my dad always used to say to me, Jordan, the nail that sticks out the highest always gets hit on the head. Because I was always trying to break through, do more, and I was a little bit different. I felt like an outcast, right? I don't watch football and I don't drink alcohol. And I'm from Newcastle, where everyone drinks alcohol and everyone loves watching football. But I knew, and I don't look down on those people, but I knew the trajectory of my life, of where I wanted to be. If I continued to do those things, it wouldn't get me to where I wanted to get to. I had to get myself out of that environment to be around people who were thinking bigger, doing bigger stuff, to allow me to feel comfortable and to gain insights to do those things as well. Because if you don't gain the insights, you're never going to know what's possible. And when you're from a small town, if you see anyone making money over 100 grand a year, 200 grand a year, probably think, oh, they're running a scam or something like that. And at one stage, I had that mentality as well. And that really held me back. But once I broke through that, once I gained the insights that thought process was not only false, but it was holding me back, I was able to break through to the next level. Identity is one of the biggest things that holds us back. And it sounds like a bit woo-woo, but if you think about it very logically, you just take specific actions based on the identity that you have. But if you reprogram those to have a powerful identity, stronger belief system in you, a stronger belief system in the world, that it's full of abundance and it's not scarcity, and can let go of the fear, the thing that's holding us all back, then you can start to live life how you want and in abundance. It's super easy to just be because I'm from here, I'm like this. But actually, if you just switch and start to create your own identity, design who you want to be, understand what your beliefs are, right? Understand your core values. Then you need to gatekeep those things, right? And what I mean by gatekeep is you decide one of your core values is family first, right? Or money first. Let's say it's money first. Then what we do is we look at those activities of, is this activity helping me to make more money? So for example, my core value, my biggest core value is personal alignment, because I know if I'm personally aligned, which means if I'm in good flow, then I'm going to be able to be there for others and for myself and make better decisions at work. I'm going to probably get up earlier. I'm going to put more effort in the gym. I'm going to put more effort in work. So if I just get that one thing right, everything else becomes easy. But what people tend to do is we tend to do a load of things in our life that doesn't actually help us, not just driving towards our goal, but being who we want to be. And that's very damaging. Most people don't achieve what they're trying to achieve because they're actually just not taking enough action on big, hairy, audacious goals. And they're putting these blockers in front of themselves. Oh, well, I'm not good at technology. Oh, well, I'm not an eloquent speaker. I don't do content. I couldn't do that. And you're just putting these limitations and fake self-belief on yourself. So of course, if you think like that, you're never going to be able to do it. I wouldn't have been able to take the business to 7, we're on a trajectory for between 12 to 15 million next year without having good team members on board. And there's a difference between when you're very serious about it to when you're just starting. And if you can shorten the time to making the decision to be very serious about taking action, the more progress that you're going to make in a very short period of time.
Look, now you got me started. I'm the black sheep, rest in peace to Chris Farley. I got a lot to lose, cause in every situation I'm the bigger artist, always gotta play it smarter. Y'all shook up, I'm here on the cook up. Cameras pointing every time I look up. That's why I gotta duck behind Chubb's shoulder just to hit the cush up. Sponsorship dollars are sky high.
When I discovered the power of AI and how game changer it was going to be, Jacob and I were actually on holiday with our girlfriends, and we'd scaled our business to above 200k per month, but we were still stuck in the day-to-day. And although I wanted the money and I wanted to go to the next level, I wasn't willing to sacrifice my life and health again for it, right? So I knew something had to change for us to get to the next level, but we couldn't figure out what. And then ChatGPT was released, and we were like, man, this is so powerful. We had one guy in the business, Blaze, who started playing around with it, and we've actually built our own AI tool now that's revolutionized our business. But before we had our own tool, we were able to take pre-existing tools that were being built within the marketplace, and we were currently serving like corporate businesses, education providers, formal educational institutions. But this gave us the opportunity to start to implement these solutions to marketing agencies as well. And marketing agencies are always looking to be better at marketing. And we figured out a way to basically scale cold outreach without spending any money on advertising and without having a massive personal brand. And we were able to book appointments with qualified business owners, scale our business and help others to scale them. So we were able to take our business from 200k per month to over 550k per month in less than a year. But not only the revenue, it gave us our free time back. So we were able to move countries, buy everything that we wanted to buy, but also take care of our health again and our well-being. And when I say well-being, not to be a pussy, but to actually like live powerfully. You know, if you're not sleeping, if you're relying on just coffee to bring you up and you're not in good flow, you're in bad shape and you're feeling a bit shitty, yeah, you might have the money, but you don't feel like the man, right? So this definitely enabled us to not just make the money, but live the life that we wanted to live. And most recently, right, so we scaled our business and team, and we do a lot of support for our clients, right? And by that, I mean, we help them to scale a business. So when you start scaling a business, you have lots of challenges. And those challenges turn in the form of questions for us, where our team would then have to respond to those challenges. What we did is we built our own internal AI chatbot that was programmed on all of the information that we've got, and that does all of our customer success now. So we were able to save 3 hours per person in our business. It basically over a 30% saving for the whole business. You know how profitable that is for an organization. And that's just the start. This is chapter 1. So I'm not a techie. I'm not, a programmer, a developer. I don't have a huge amount of technical knowledge. But what I recognized is this leverage was just the beginning, and those who tap into it now are going to make a fortune. Think about it. Imagine you, right? You could get 90% of your tasks done for you. What would that mean in your life? Not just personally, but professionally as well. That is what AI empowers businesses and you to be able to do.
Starting, you man are just starting. Coming like a young Chris Martin. Start swinging with my arms like Carlton. Start swinging with my arms like.
The next generation of wealth is going to be AI. And I don't want you to miss the revolution. It's bigger than the internet, it's bigger than cryptocurrency, and we've seen the success that that's driven in industries. And this is far superior to that in terms of the change and the disruption that it will cause in industry. And where there's disruption, there's money to be made. You might be wondering, how do I capitalize on this? Or when is the best time for me to take advantage of these opportunities that I've been speaking about? That time is now. You're always going to be ahead if you can get first mover advantage. Even if you feel like you don't have everything together yet, you might not have the confidence, the experience, the business knowledge, the tech savviness. The only thing you need to be successful in this world is drive first. The rest will come. If anything that I said to you today resonated with you, or even just piqued your interest, then book a call, because you've taken the next right step. Even if you have the call and it was a waste of time, like, you know that this is not the direction for you, and that brings you one step closer to the thing that you're meant to be doing. I hope you enjoyed this one. I'll see you in the next one.